First off, I want to start by saying that this is from the perspective of an average mid-20s Filipino guy who works 9 hours a day below minimum wage. I have a cousin who loves to go bar hopping. He's what you'd call an enigmatic Casanova. He's had a lot of exes throughout his life, and for the longest time, he's been doing his best to help me get laid. We're like brothers, brothers with different mothers. And our mothers are cousins too. Anyways, whenever he planned on taking me out to drink, he would always ask me how much money I had, just in case I woo a beautiful woman at the bar. The chances were slim, but chances nonetheless. Half a year later, I'm sitting here trying to convince myself that I'm not a defeatist. Hooking up in this day and age is expensive. I could get any girl to like me, right? All right, so here's my argument. Let's have a simulation. Let's say you have like 5,000 pesos, which is equal to roughly $81. Pretty big, in my opinion. You need to spend around 1/10 of that money just to get to one of the crunk bars here in the Philippines. You might say, no biggie. All right, okay. So you get there. Let's say you live in Caloocan and you chose to go to Urban QC. You could either commute, which might make you smell like shit, or book an in-drive or a grab car, basically Filipino Ubers. Forget spending anything on transportation if you could just walk because you live near the bar of your choice, so lucky you. So you get there, everybody's partying, singing, and dancing loudly. It could be packed depending on the bar's peak days. It doesn't matter, you will indubitably sweat. So bring your perfume of choice. I don't know, just not Dior Sauvage, I think, which apparently doesn't smell good. I don't know, I haven't smelled it before. So the crazy part is that you've already spent money before even getting to the place. You know, technically, the fare. Maybe you got a haircut just for this, maybe an outfit. What about the skincare products you bought? The gym membership, the dating app subscription. And for what? A shot, a drop of attention. I'm aware that a lot of Filipinos are like me, working 9 hours a day on minimum wage. I'm actually kind of lucky because let's break the kayfabe here. I still live with my parents. I only pay for my internet bill and a couple of loans. But the rest of you already have the big boy pants on. You work your ass off, pay bills and loans, purchase necessities, and do it all over again. Now you add bar hopping and clubbing into the mix. Blood, sweat, and tears. And for what? A chance to be that guy on the dance floor? To be him? Well, to be him, drinks need to be on you. But aren't you on minimum wage? And so what if you manage to pull it off? That doesn't guarantee new relationships. They will take advantage of you. They will disappear from your table while you're taking a piss. Don't ask me how I know. And like I mentioned earlier, a shot. A lot of people are willing to spend money drinking at bars because of the chance. The chance to get laid. The chance to get a significant other. The chance to be seen and heard. You might as well play Zenless Zone Zero or any other gotcha game with pity because, oh my goodness, this is like FGO but worse. Well, as of writing, actually, FGO has a pity system now. Anyways, you order some drinks. The drink you just ordered is marked up. Like I swear, I promise you, you could make that at home for around 1/3 or 2/3 of the original price. But hey, you're paying for the vibe after all, the vibe and the chance to crack a baddie. Now, I will present you with two outcomes. You get drunk, hail a taxi or book an Uber and go home feeling dejected, with your money almost or completely gone. Or your shot lands. I'll elaborate on the latter, which will make up the bulk of this video's runtime. I don't even know how long this video will be. Anyways, so you find the courage to talk to a girl without being a total creep, which will depend on what kind of TikToks she's been watching. You hit it off, and tonight actually becomes a movie or whatever. So what now? Your arms wrapped around her waist, the drunken spark in both of your eyes. Then the hotel, etc. So here's the hard part, in my opinion, the aftermath. You technically wake up with a woman you don't know shit about. It's like 8 to 11 a.m. at some hotel you can't fully afford. Your parents could be looking for you. Or, if you live alone, your pet. Did you provide enough food and water before you left? What time does your shift start? Do you have enough money to get home? And was your sexual partner clean? There's a reason why alcohol is sometimes called liquid courage. When you finally get buzzed, you will definitely, loosen up. You might feel more confident, happier, and excited for what's in store. There is no store. There's research backing this up. A 2023 meta-analysis on alcohol consumption and risky sexual behavior found that drinking environments encourage people to seek short-term pleasure over long-term judgment. It also showed that alcohol significantly increases impulsive sexual behavior among young adults. You know, I like drinking as much as the next guy, but if you get buzzed on the dance floor and suddenly feel like hot shit, you might need to calm down a bit. You muster up the courage to dance. You laugh, smile, and strike up conversations with people. You become someone you're usually not. Or maybe this is who you were meant to be. This temporary charm you acquired could work on someone. She looks at you and smiles. You smile back. You approach her. Small talk, laughter, deep talks, banter. You wrap your arm around her waist. She lets you. You got it in the bag. Let's go. Wait, don't trip. Then boom, flash forward. You wake up next to a stranger. You rub your eyes, stretch, check your phone. You're parched. Was that what it was? Was that what you wanted? The crazy thing is, researchers have already looked into this. So according to a 2019 review paper published in Frontiers in Psychology, hookups are associated with negative emotions such as regret, anxiety, loneliness, and emotional dissatisfaction. So if you go bar hopping, hoping for someone to fill that void, and you miraculously succeed, the void will still be there, no matter how many times you go through it. It'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's gonna eat you alive, faster this time. Now that you're sober, the bravado, the charisma, the subtle mystery is gone. Odds are you won't meet her ever again. It's like one of those online wingmen who help their fans get with their crushes through text. I'm telling you, most of the time those dudes fumble in real life. Like, come on. Then you go home all sad and shriveled up. The loud music, the beautiful people, the drinks, the vibes, the smorgasbord of sensations all gone. It's a dopamine crash, like how I feel after receiving a package I've been waiting for all week. And the crazy part is people are willing to do this over and over and over again just to temporarily forget about their circumstances. As someone who has problems of his own, I understand. But eventually, you're going to have to stand your ground and face these things head on. Researchers have looked into this sort of lifestyle too. Another study from 2021 looked at nightlife culture and mental health and found that environments centered on nightlife were associated with problems like substance abuse, poor mental health, and unhealthy relationship dynamics. Some participants even described being in violent or exploitative casual relationships. Maybe you think these are things you shouldn't worry about. You might be right. You could be a person who's had their fair share of adventures. I'm not that kind of guy. I know there are guys out there living a life similar to mine. Just guys working their asses off to get by. Guys who sometimes want connection, someone to talk to from time to time. Maybe one of them wants to give this thing a spin. Can't can't blame him, but I really don't think it's worth it, man. Like for people like us at least, but who cares? The research papers I just cited, the researchers who made them, they're probably nerds who have never been laid in their entire lives, but at the end of the day, the world is your oyster. I can't even act like I'm better than anyone. Because if my cousin invites me to the club again and I'm free, I will definitely go with him. I won't try to get into anyone's pants, but I know that I'll be tempted. Imaginary scenarios running through my head. My shot might not miss this time. Who knows? Come on, Hienhe. Be a man for once, and do it.